Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Spending Time with Gregory. I'm out here in my favorite spot where I get all the peace and tranquility that I can get. I'm out here getting ready to do some fishing. I'm gonna show you guys some fishing today that I do. I'll put some poles in the water, but I wanted to come and talk to you guys for a few minutes. The weather is real nice, guys. If you're able to get out and spend the day outside, or I don't know what you're doing. I know it's the week before Christmas. People are probably in the mall shopping and doing all that kind of stuff. But I feel good. It's nice out here, guys, and just get out and enjoy yourself. I'm kind of casual today. You see, I got on some my foot shoes. Some slides. Just out here in the weather, try to put some poles in the water. But I read something this morning, and I wanted to talk about it before I start fishing. And I read something that said, in 2026, be silent and focus on yourself. Now, that was kind of deep to me. Be silent and focus on yourself. Now, I'm a person that loves to self-reflect, and in my self-reflection, if I can encourage somebody or speak to somebody to do better in their life or make changes in their life, hey, take a listen. But yeah, be silent and focus on yourself. When I interact with people on my day-to-day basis, I tell them, I tell clients, I said, focus on yourself. Just focus on what you have to do for you, and everything will be better. Just focus on yourself. And a lot of times, like I say, be silent. You don't even have to talk. Just focus on yourself and do what you have to do for yourself, whether it be meditation, taking long walks, doing yoga, deep breathing, whatever gives you peace, whatever gives you sanity, guys, do it. And just be silent doing it. That was so deep for me. And as I was riding out here, I was thinking about that, and this is such a peaceful face for me. I'm able to just meditate and think about my life and what I got going in my life. What keeps me motivated, what keeps me focused, what keeps me going, talking to the right people. Like I said, I was talking to you guys earlier, and I was telling you, I met some friends, who my classmates, and we had dinner, and we had good conversation. We had good discussion. We talked about life. We talked about our families. We talked about, positive things. We talked about making good choices in life. We talked about politics. We talked about religion. We talked about a lot of things, guys, but everything was positive. Now, guys, in my videos, I do a lot of things. I do fishing. I do bike riding. I do exercise. And, I'm really trying to get into this like motivational, conversation. I say motivational conversation, because when you listen to me, you'll say, Greg's going to give me something positive to work with. Greg's going to give me something positive, nothing negative, nothing controversial, just everything positive, guys. And like when we're out here fishing now, when I'm out here fishing, I'm thinking about, my immediate goals. I'm thinking about my future goals. I'm thinking about how I'm going to treat people, when I get in my truck and I leave this area, this tranquility. What am I going to do? Greg, what are you going to do? I've been having a lot of conversations with my coworkers, and some of them are going through challenges, and we go through challenges on a day-to-day basis. For 33 years, I made bad choices. If you look back at my videos, you'll see where I made a lot of bad choices. And today, I'm able to stand up here and tell you guys, I'm making good choices today. I'm doing all the right things. I'm treating people good. I'm treating people how I want to be treated. And I'm so excited today about, the weather, family. I had a conversation with my son this week. I want to connect more with him. Just life in general, guys. Just enjoying. look how beautiful it is out here. You can't beat this. You can't beat this. You can't beat this. You know, and you know, I can't tell you this in just 2 minutes. I can't tell you this in just 3 minutes. It takes me 8 to 10 minutes to tell you to enjoy your life, guys. To enjoy what you're doing today. Enjoy, you know, life is gonna show up. You know, in some of my videos, life is gonna show up. In another one of my videos says, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can make the right choices. You can interact with the right people. You know, I was talking this morning about going down this path, you know, this hood path. That's not a good place for me to go, you know, because everything that's going on down in that path is not what I want to be a part of. You know, I make good choices of the path that I want to go down, the people I want to hang around with, the people I want to interact with. I make those choices today, guys, and I feel good. I feel good. You know, I went to a meeting yesterday with a company, and I saw so much love and passion in that holiday meeting that it made me kind of emotional. I felt emotional. I felt like there are still places like this. There's still employment places where you can go to where they're having, you know, like a real nice holiday party where the people get together and talk about how the year went. And I saw where the CEO of the company, you know, gave bonuses to the employees, and they were unexpected. You know, they thought it was a spam, you know, a trick or trash mail, but it was actual bonuses. You know, I haven't seen that in a while. Well, I mean, I haven't been living right for a while, but guys, you know, just life's gonna show up in one of my videos. Life's gonna show up. You can do it. You can do it. It shows up for me all the time. All the time. But today, I make good choices, you know. And sometimes I have to pinch myself and wonder, out of all the stuff that I've been through, how I was able to get out of that, you know. Now, I don't really talk religion on my show, but I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. I believe I'm a spiritual person, you know, and I don't talk a whole lot about that on my channel because I don't want to offend anybody, guys. But thank you for spending time with Gregory, guys. I'll see you on my next video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we're gonna do some fishing today, and I'm gonna show you a fishing video a little later, guys. Thank you.